Good morning. I'm sitting here on my bench that I rescued from somebody's curb. And I was just kind of reflecting on my past week. I guess it's been maybe 2 weeks of chaos. And I've been having so many just negative thoughts, negative emotions. And that's different for me. I'm typically bubbly and happy and looking on the bright side of everything. And so when I get in these funky moods, I often don't know how to get myself out. But now that I feel like I'm emerging again, I just wanted to kind of share with you guys the things that helped me get through some of the mindset that I was able to develop in my darkness to pull through. And so as I'm sitting on my free bench, I just realized that some of the best things in life are free. We have this idea about what we want in our life. We have this idea about what we think we deserve or what we should have by now. And oftentimes it doesn't match up with where we're at. And money just simply can't buy peace. Maybe it could buy a little bit of happiness in moments, but it's not going to buy you peace. Because oftentimes we use the money and the resource that we sacrifice our time for things that give us temporary enjoyment, temporary joy, temporary dopamine boosts. And then you go home at the end of the day and you're left with what, right? And so for me, I constantly keep myself working. And at the end of my days, I'm sad. Not sad because I'm lonely, not sad because I'm alone. Sometimes there's that aspect of it because I do a lot alone. But also the sadness just comes from a place of will I ever get to the point where I can relax, truly relax, where I can truly enjoy my time of rest, where I can actually sleep. And I don't know if any of you guys have the same. Hey girl, hey. Oh, and that garden looks good, girl. I'm about to go. I was gonna send you a message in a minute. I don't even know what I was saying now, but anyways, oftentimes we just get so hard on ourselves about where we're at and where we could be. And I know what I was saying. The sadness just comes from a place of will I ever get to the point of true rest? Or am I sleeping because I passed out? Or am I resting because I feel like my body is shutting down or whatever? Will I get to a point of true rest where I'm at peace? And that's the thought that boggles me, because is it attainable? Does anybody ever achieve that? I look around me and there's so many people that are simply struggling. I mean, in all aspects, whether it's financial or emotional or whatever. Our society is really, really just forlorn right now. But the way that I was able to get through this week is by realizing that there is people around me that really will show up for me if I reach out. There is people around me that will show up if I communicate what's going on with me. There is people that will continue to show up if I show them a side of me that's less than perfect and less than beautiful. And that I'm still valuable beyond that. Unfortunately, we all just kind of take it how it is. You know what I mean? But at what point do we start integrating tasks and tools to help us stop feeling this way, or enlist people that we know can help us, or just give us a reason to keep going, or give us a positive word to get through? I mean, for me, my social media people, y'all are my people, man. A lot of y'all I'm starting to meet more and more in person, or start to reconnect more and more in person. But many times my social media has gotten me through, honestly. And whoever has something to like a problem with how vulnerable I am online is like, okay, whatever. You know what I mean? It's just part of my brand. It's part of my reach. And it is what it is. Like, all of this is very authentic, you know, but on the other side of it, like, when I'm in these dark modes, like, this week was hard for me, you guys. Like, y'all don't even know, but I was, like, down. Like, I was down bad. Like, I don't even talk too deep about it because we're past it. But I was down pretty bad this week. I guess it was more towards the end of last week, and then filtered into this week. But when I'm in those modes, like, I start getting hard on myself about my algorithm. Like, okay, you know, like, for instance, one of my live videos that I posted, I meant to save it. Like, now that everything deletes and it gives you a 2-day warning or whatever. And, my brain was like, I was so out of it that I just forgot, and I just didn't. And I got so upset that I didn't get it saved in time because it was so real. It was so emotional. And it was just one of those things that I know was impactful. And I was so upset that it deleted before I could save it. And I'm still like upset about it. But with the renewed or restored vision that I'm coming into now, I'm also able to see that things just happen for a reason if we don't understand, even if we don't understand, okay? Like, I don't know why I've been going through the things that I'm going through, like, and I'll just be a little bit transparent. The chemical imbalances with my hormones, and wondering if I'm so traumatized that I'm now mentally ill. You know, trying to explore this with my doctor, sitting in business meetings that I'm starting to get so overwhelmed with because there's just so much on my plate that, you know, I enjoy, but at the same time, like, I'm tired and I'm not addressing the things that I need for myself. I'm not taking care of myself properly. And that's the person that I need to take care of first before I can do anything for anyone else. And, you know, that, like, even though I'm enjoying everything that I'm doing, the overwhelm is crazy. The overwhelm gets crazy and I get lost. And so when that video deleted, I was just really hard on myself about it. Like, I don't know, just so many negative thoughts. But the truth of the matter is that I'll have plenty of opportunities to tell my story again. And because I was able to purge in the way and reach the people that I reached in that moment, in such a raw way, I was able to heal in those moments. And maybe that video wasn't for everyone. Maybe the rawness and the truth of all of it wasn't meant for everyone. It was meant for the people that had the opportunity to see it. And with that, I'm able to develop a mindset of overcoming my struggles and overcoming my fears and overcoming my hardships and overcoming the things that I can't see yet, the things that are coming for me, the things that I'm working towards, the things that I'm building, the people that I'm reaching, even when things change or even when things go away. I mean, again, like, this week has been rough, you guys. Like, I lost my glasses. Like, I don't know where my glasses are. And we know that anybody that has glasses, and, like, my glasses I need, right? Like, I am one of the weirdos or whatever y'all call. I don't think it's weird, but I'm one of the girls that got the transition lenses. Like, they change. I'm one of those people. And I need my glasses, and I don't know where they're at. Like, I don't know where they're at. I've lost my glasses. Like, this week was crazy. I can't even explain to you guys. But I have had people that I genuinely know love me, pour into me, that just would give me random calls and not even know what I was going through and just pour into me. I mean, I took a chance on myself with connections and relationships, reaching out to people that I didn't know if they would be there for me, but I was in some of my lowest moments, and I leaned on them and they supported me. And so I just want you guys to know that if you're not okay, it's okay. Just because you're in business and you're a professional doesn't mean that you have to have this perfect face forward all the time. It's not realistic. And that pressure is really an unrealistic pressure. The only person that's putting that pressure on you is you. And the transparency really is the key. The transparency and the authenticity really is the key. I had the opportunity to attend a good friend's Zoom last night. Our Miss Arcayla Best, the realtor of all realtors, And I love all my realtors. I know I work with a lot of y'all, so please, like, when I shout y'all out like that, please don't take it personal. I love all of y'all, all of y'all, all of y'all. But Arkayla, I feel like, is becoming one of my sisters in spirit in so many ways. And so right now I'm giving her flowers because she may not even realize all the power that she has in her voice yet. Or maybe she does, I don't know. But last night was so on time for me in my timeline. And that's how I know that I'm right where I'm supposed to be. And if anybody else is kind of in a journey of like feeling really stuck in their life, my hand is starting to shake. Anxiety, guys. Like, real life anxiety, you guys. Real life anxiety, real life like imbalances. I'll talk a little bit more about that later. But the struggle is real. And so one way that you can really understand, like, if you're in line, if you're really in tune with where you're supposed to be, and I don't know where I'm about to cry, you guys, but it is what it is. One way that you can really understand if you're in tune is like things that are unspoken, right? Like Arkayla went on her Zoom and she planned her Zoom and it was even delayed. She was supposed to, I think, do it on Wednesday, but instead it happened on Friday, and it was right when I needed it. It was right when I needed it, right when I needed it to renew what I'm about to walk into with my renewed understanding of myself, with my new path forward with trying to take care of myself in a different way, in a deeper way, to continue to reach and help other people that may be going through similar things as me. Oftentimes we do only share the good things in our life on social media. We do share only the positivity or what makes us feel good or what we're confident about. But that vulnerability is really where we grow on a personal level, but also where you find your people when you need it. And to go back to something I was going to say, like, if you feel stuck in your life because of how people view it and because there's so many pressures that you didn't ask for, because of how people view your life, like, my life isn't perfect. My life is far from it, actually. But a lot of people assume that everything is all together. And it's just not. And that's a really hard place to be, because when you hold strength and space for other people, they come to rely on that. And it's hard to really let that down. And so, I'm here to just tell you, I feel that. Where is the fruits of the labor? The fruits of the labor is in your connections. The fruits of the labor is in your network. I'm telling you, it's the things that money can't buy. It's the things that come in life for free. I'm telling you, it's not gonna come, especially when it's from your purpose, especially when it's from God, especially when it's from truly a place of service. Like, it's not gonna come monetary right away. Actually, I've been on my journey struggling for 13 years, dude. I mean, I call it like a starving artist. That was a term I learned like back in LA. And it's like, it don't matter what's going on. If I had to sleep in my car, if I had to sleep on the park bench, bitch, I'm waking up to go to this job to be a background for $25 for fucking 4 hours. You know what I mean? Like, it's a starving artist thing. And when you have that calling to create, and when you have that calling to reach people, and when you have that calling to express in any way, it doesn't have to be in the same way as others. You are heavily burdened by finding the balance of being able to continue to produce your art without, how do I put it? To be able to produce your art without sacrificing so much of yourself that you're left with nothing. It's a very hard balance to find, but I'm here to tell you to commit. I'm here to tell you to commit all the way to whatever purpose or vision that you have. I'm here to tell you to commit to your self-expression, because the earlier that you start the journey, the sooner that you will see the fruits of the labor. I promise. And the more that I learn to share my story, the more I am finding my people, my tribe, my alignment. someone mistaken, people keep asking me if I'm okay or like how I'm doing lately, typical like, hey, how are you type things. But when you're really not okay, like that question can send you send you. And this week it was one of those weeks, like every time somebody asked me how I was doing, I had to fight back tears. And my response has been, I'm alive. That's all I can do. But somebody misheard me and said, you're aligned. Like, oh, you're aligned. That's good. And I didn't say that. But that's the perfect word, because even though I'm in this space that I'm in and struggling with just getting through each moment, I am exactly aligned. I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be. These are moments that you are being pulled back to project into your next situation, into your next chapter, into your next part of your journey, into your next frequency, because your frequency should always be upgrading. It just should. And, feeling stuck means that you need to make a change. You have a choice to make. You have a choice to make whether or not you're going to be like down in the dumps about your life or feel so hard about yourself and focus on all the things that aren't happening, or that's, you could be doing better, or you could focus on the positives and how far you've come. You can focus on the tasks ahead that you're excited about. You can focus on the things that haven't even happened yet that you're excited that could come from the new doors that have opened. You got to find that place. You got to find that place, and you got to find the people that will help you stay out of that place or get you out of that place when you are in that place. For me, this particular time was really scary because I wasn't sure. Like, I was so lost in my moments that I wasn't sure if I would come back out of it at all, and definitely come back out of it the same. And I definitely didn't come out of it the same. Let's be real. I got my Set It Off braids. I've just had to succumb to so much of my reality that I was holding myself hostage to in my own mind, because perfection is just not real. And when you're following God's vision and God's journey and God's purpose for you, it's not gonna come how you see it. I promise. It's not. And the more that you stress and try to fight and do the things that you know you're not supposed to be doing, or forcing things that just don't even sit right with you, or that you are done with, or that you're getting negative responses from when you're putting out positivity, like, you got to pay attention to the little signs before it builds up and boils over. I'm shaking again. Like, this shit is crazy, bro. And sometimes I just wonder, like, is it spirit coming through me, or is it like truly my body being so overstimulated? I don't know, you guys. Anyway, it's difficult. It's really difficult sometimes to process. But as one of my most vulnerable moments gets deleted, I guess you guys are getting to experience another one of my extremely vulnerable things in my life, and it is this. It's very hard. It's very hard because I don't know if it's me becoming overcome with emotion, or if it's, again, just what they keep saying, my parasympathetic being so damaged that it's just coming out. Anyway, I'll talk a little bit more about that, but I'm just here to say that you can overcome. You absolutely can overcome. You absolutely will overcome if you want to. Find the help that you need. Be stubborn about it. You could be stubborn about all the things in your life, but if you're not going to be stubborn about you and the help that you need and the things that you need to continue to help people, your story won't be a story of overcoming. It'll be a story of letdown. And that was the part that was really hard for me through this week, because the only reason that I'm sharing my authenticity is because I want you guys to know that you too can do it, that you too can be normal, that you too are normal. To normalize that struggle is real. And so I never want to do anything to let you guys down. I never want to do anything to let my kids down. I never want to do anything to hurt anyone or to, misconstrue a message I'm trying to send. And so, I'm learning to articulate myself a little better through my connections and through my circle and through my mentorship. I'm also learning that although you know how to express so well and so expressively in all of your moments. Oh, hey, Ashley, I miss you, girl. I need to see you. I need a hug. And even though you are so easily to express, and you may be one of those people that are so easy to express, even in your bad moments, that sometimes it's just okay to not. Sometimes part of opening your heart chakra is also opening up your ears to be able to listen, to receive, to be able to express some more. And so, with all of that being said, I hope you guys have a beautiful Friday. Pay attention to the things that are free in your life. Pay attention to the things that are coming to you effortlessly. Pay attention to the things that you don't have to do any work for. Because I promise, when you're on a journey with God, everything you need is right there. You have it already. You have it already. And you are being guided and attuned to the people that you need for the next part of your journey, because God does know your heart. He does. He does. And even those dark moments, he is with you. He's putting you there. One, to test you, to see, if your heart has grown, how much you trust him. He's testing your faith. He's also testing your readiness for the things that he's put on your heart, for the big picture that he's given you, for the vision that he's given you. He's testing your readiness. And the sooner that you can kind of, I'm happy. I'm really happy that this is for somebody, girl, because if all the things that I've been going through were for nothing, I don't even know, I don't even know. It's definitely not just for me, though. And that's why I'm just learning to be as vulnerable as I can, as uncomfortable as it makes some people. It just does. And that's okay with me. I'm uncomfortable all the time. And I don't ever intend to make anyone uncomfortable. But, I'm happy that it does, in a way. Because I understand the growth points, the checkpoints that you have to hit to go to your next part of your journey. To really walk with God. To really find that understanding that we seek. I don't know if we'll ever find it. I don't know if it comes after life, in a different realm, in a different dimension or whatever, but give yourself a little bit more grace today, because you can do hard things, and you too can get through your hard moments. Just give yourself a little extra grace, and even in your hard moments you can still do amazing things, man. And anyone that discounts that worth, y'all know me, you know what I mean? It is what it is. It really just is what it is. It is Friday freaking morning, and I did not know that I would see it. At the beginning of this week, I did not know that I would see this morning. And so I'm here. I'm there with you guys. I'm here with you guys. I'm happy to still be able to sit here and reflect under my beautiful tree, in this bench that I found on the corner that came to my life for free. But if y'all need anything, y'all know where to find me.